Hey, hi-ho, and howdy everyone. My name is Channel Shook, and welcome yet again to another episode of Steins Gate. Woo! Oh, no. So yeah, I'm doing spectacular, and I definitely didn't just try and record an intro to this show and then realize I hated it. Not the show, though I also hate it because it's mean to me, but also it's great and easily, like I mentioned at the beginning of the last one, it's probably within, like, very easily within the running of my favorites of all time. But also fuck the show. It's terrible, awful, I hate it. It's fantastic, but fuck. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I've been in a way. I've been in a bit of a way. Real quick, might as well just get it out the way because I've been freaking out about it in all the other videos so far this week. Michiru poster. It's great. Fantastic. My heart may be ripped out, set on fire, kicked down a flight of stairs, and dissolved in acid. But there's Michiru still in my life, so that's a good thing. So it's fantastic. I don't completely want to die, just mostly. Anyway, yeah, no, I've still been kind of recovering from it. This whole week has been really weird since I watched episode 16 because Steins Gate's one of those ones, like, there's been a few different series I've binged a couple episodes, whether it be like 2 or 3 or whatever, usually towards the end, usually finishing up on like the finale, like, hey, it's the finale, we'll do the last 2 episodes. Psychono is probably going to be one of those we do, if for no other reason than because the other one's an OVA. Yeah, there's been a few. ReZero was the last big one we did. The last 2 or so, 2-3 episodes. But I have to say, Steins Gate is the first one since Frank's when I've literally just been like, I just want to watch the whole fucking show. I do. I want to just sit and watch the whole show. And I know there's a lot of people in the audience who'd be like, fuck yeah, do that. Dude, come on, let's do it. The problem is I can't because there's not enough time because I don't want to sacrifice the shows, the other shows I have each week, to trade it in for this, for doing that for Steins Gate. But I do want to do more. So it is possible that you'll be getting 2 episodes this week. Depends on if I get another one recorded after this. It depends on what my time's looking like. Because, again, I still want to make sure I get everything recorded this week. And I only get 4 days to record, and I only get a couple hours out of each of those days to record. So it's a thing. But yeah, no, Steins Gate is the first one since Frank's that I've really wanted to just fucking be in it. And it's a difficult thing because it's a love-hate relationship I have with the show at the moment. Again, a lot of people, especially since the last episode, there's been a ton of Steins Gate talk overall because it affected me. And I would not shut the fuck up about it. I don't know if you watched other videos this week, but every other fucking video I record, I was like, Steins Gate ruined my life. So that's great. That's great. I don't shut up about it in the Discord too. But I don't know, man. Again, I opened up last episode talking about how much I have enjoyed the show, and from the beginning, I've really, really loved it. I've had it at a 10 since like the first 2 or 3 episodes on AniList, and there's been plenty of shows where I'm like, well, I'll probably need to change that by the time I'm done. I think maybe I need to be a little more conservative about what I'm doing with some of these, and like I even went back and changed No Game No Life once I finished it from a 10 to a 9.5. Not because it's bad by any means. 9.5 isn't shit at all. It's just it doesn't resonate with me and just stick with me the way, say, Frank's or Anohana or Sakura So, Lull in the Sea, shit like that does. It doesn't just have that same staying power overall. I would argue probably even the movie doesn't, as much as I did love both of those. Yeah, that being said, Steins Gate does not strike me as one of those that needs to happen at all, like even a little bit. And like, again, I opened up that last episode with that, and then immediately got my heart set on fire. So, I don't know, man. It's interesting because I spent the last few episodes, I don't know what it was, why I started falling in love with that character as much as I did, but I fucking did really, really hard. Like, again, I've had plenty of characters that we've gone along with that just immediately kind of sink themselves into my heart. Like, fucking Michiru, for example, showed up in episode fucking 2 of our Grisaya playthrough and has just fucking owned my soul ever since. Ichigo, since in Darling of the Franxx, pretty much from the first episode she's in there, which is the fucking first episode, just fucking owned my goddamn heart. I adore those characters. Rem took a minute, but she fucking got there and just, I don't know, it was one of those things. And Suzu kind of worked like Rem. Like, I knew going in I'd probably like her, for no other reason than, in her case, it was the Lee connection. She's fucking like my favorite VA, period. I love her so much. At least favorite English VA. She's just awesome. I love her. I have yet to come across a character that she voices that I don't fucking just adore. So, like, I knew going in I was probably going to enjoy her, but like, even when we started off, I had a fun time, but I didn't really care too much about that character. And again, if there was anyone I was going to be like, oh, absolutely, it would have been Kurisu. And don't get me wrong, there's still plenty of time in the rest of the show. We still got a bit. And then we got fucking, God knows what else to go with the show. The fucking movie, God, Steins, I still don't know how I'm going to deal with any of that shit. I don't know how any of it even do. Not that I necessarily need it explained, but that's another one of those reasons I don't want to get too binge happy with this one, because I don't know what the fuck to do. So, play it safe is what we're going to do. But yeah, so... I don't know. I started off enjoying her fine enough, and then it just started growing. I don't know what it was. I just started really, really like that fucking character. And then I really, really started liking that fucking character. Another example is, again, we just started Main Abyss, we just started Main Abyss last week. And immediately going into that show, with the first, 5 minutes, I fell in love with Riko. She's just adorable. She's just a fucking sweetheart. She's a badass. She's a fucking nerd and a doof. But she's great. But I didn't have that connection right away with Suzu. But that is really, really built up over the last few episodes. And number one, fuck all you people. Because all of you fuckers knew. And... you're assholes. Not that I wanted you to spoil it, but also fuck you people, because I know there's plenty of you who went as soon as I started saying I liked her, and you're like, you're fucked. Because that's what I do when I watch people say that shit in reactions as well. Humans are terrible. But yeah, no, dude, I fell in love with her so much, so that really fucking hit me. It's interesting comparing that to the Mayuri thing. What happened? What was that? Again, it was episode 12 or 13. I want to say it's 13. I can't remember. It's a few episodes back, but obviously the first time she got because Mooka Ahoaka. Biano, so. And be aware, like I said in the description last episode, or in the comment I threw in randomly towards the end of the week of last episode, this is going to be a fucking long intro. But I compare it to how that went, and it's two very radically different emotional reactions. Because when Mayuri died, I was just fucking pissed. Just fucking you thundering bitch. I was so fucking mad. But I couldn't bring myself to cry. I wasn't the thought of, because number one, I had the idea of, oh, we've been really pushing the time travel. Not like it hasn't been pushed the whole fucking time. The whole goddamn show's about it. But we've been working towards the time travel stuff. We just recently figured out the brain transfer thingamadoo. So we can fix this. We can work on this. We can do what we got to do. We can save Mayuri. Probably. So at the moment, it was just, I was more mad that it happened rather than anything was going to be permanent. I was more just mad at Moeka than actually sad about Mayuri. You know, that was how that was. And the Suzu thing was a bit different. Because again, I went on a huge thing about it at the end. It's like sometimes you can be like, oh, again, like with the Mayuri thing. I wasn't, and I'm not particularly, but also kind of a little bit, I'm still a little worried, but like in my head, there was 100% potential that, a very significant potential that she would be able to get out of it fine enough, that they'd be able to find a way to make it work, that they'd be able to find a way to save her. Obviously, then it would go on to have the thing where it was fucking time itself was just finding a way to fucking kill her. Which, again, I'm curious to see how that fucking goes now, because that's a whole other goddamn thing. But, like, in my head, there was still plenty of ways they could get out of it. You know what I was saying? Like, I wouldn't be able to fucking list them out for you, but you could find a way. The Suzuha thing is a bit different from me. And I don't know how much of it is clouded just because I care about her as much as I do. But... like, I don't know, when I think about it, it was a lot harder, and it is a lot harder for me to find a way out. I don't know. I can't think of one. I know there's probably plenty. There's probably one which will happen, and we'll fix this, and we'll save them both, and I'll be like, yes, my entire life is good, and all of it is happy and fantastic, and I love living again. But I don't know what it is. Like, I don't. I talked about it at the end. It was like, I wish I could cheat. I wish I could cheat and be like, oh, I know she's going to be in later episodes, or I know movie, or I know Steins Gate Zero, or something like that, or whatever the fuck. And I'm like, I don't. And I don't want to be spoiled, but I hate this feeling of uncertainty. It's really fucking upsetting. It's really upsetting, I guess, is just the best way to put it, is, I don't know, and I don't like not knowing, because I really, really don't want to say goodbye to that character, because saying goodbye to a character because a show ends is one thing. Like, I watched, like, not spoiling anything, spoilers in that when these shows end, the characters stop being there. Not even if they're dead, just because they're not there anymore because the show's over. Like, saying goodbye to Franks, that hurt a lot, and it made me cry like a bitch baby. But, like, it wasn't halfway during the show that I was saying goodbye to everyone. It was the end. It was like, well, okay, this is where it ends. I can then have my idea of whatever a good future or whatever the fuck I need for that to be where it needs to be. That's a lot harder to do when it's halfway through the fucking show. And so, whereas, I mean, you still get a feeling of like a big empty black hole fucking spot in your goddamn heart when you finish a series you really like, whether it be like Franks, Anohana, fucking like, no, and I'm never gonna get a fucking like season 2 to Sakura So, or fucking the continuation of Spice and Wolf or something like that. At least, well, at least number one, I got books. Number two, at least there is still a level of finality to it that doesn't feel as like, what the fuck, what's gonna happen next, because like even with a show like Spice and Wolf, I can be like, what's gonna happen next, but I don't have a feeling of dread about it. I have a feeling of, oh, what crazy adventure could happen next. Whereas this one, it's, what the fuck's gonna happen next? Is it even possible that I'm gonna get this character I love back? What the fuck? I'm scared. What the fuck? Like, I don't know. You get what I'm saying? I know, it's just, it's a feeling of uncertainty that I haven't really gotten in any other show on the channel so far. It's like, we've had plenty of shows where like, oh, well, you kind of know how this is gonna have to go. But again, like that, there's a level of certainty to it. Like it's gonna be bad, but I know how it's gonna have to end up going. I don't fucking know how it has to go, but it could still very easily be bad. I don't know. It's not something I'm used to, I guess, is the biggest point. And it's definitely not something I'm used to about a character I just enjoy as much as I do. Again, I don't remember if I mentioned it in the last episode, but Suzu went from just a really enjoyable character to she's easily in my top 10. Period. I don't know why, but I fucking adore her to death. That is not... It's not the phraseology I should have used. Oh, fuck. We haven't started yet. Again, sorry, I told you it's a long intro. Get over it. Fuck you people. Let me mourn. Of course, would you open up the next episode? They're sitting there smiling. I'm back, bitch. And I'm like, well, I'm glad I spent all this time. Whatever. But, yeah, I don't know. I fell in love with her so much, and like all I know is she 100% is gonna have a spot up there. I guess the only thing that really is gonna change where up there is if I get to see more of her or not. So that's gonna be a thing. Yeah. Again, I realize this intro is probably not full of wonderful insight. But yeah, it's just stuff I want to talk about, and there's no better place for me to talk about it than here. So here we are. One other thing I wanted to mention is thank you to the folks in the comments for who just aren't being spoilery at all. Like, again, you guys have been really good about the whole thing. There's been one or two apparently who have been problematic. I'm sure you're trying to help, but you're not. But again, thankfully I have some people here and there who are keeping an eye on the comments for me. I really need to get more, but we got like one or two. But yeah, I want to say overall as a whole, thank you guys for being really good about the spoilers and stuff. Because again, like this is one of those ones where I keep thinking about how I would have reacted differently overall to the whole thing. Like if I had been spoiled that she died, or if I had been spoiled that, oh no, she's coming back, or oh no, she's fucked, she's gone forever, there's no hope. Like I don't know, whatever it is, it's one of those things that's been making me think about that, and I'm like, I know that would have ruined the experience if any of those happened, but also would I have liked it to not have a little more hope? I don't know. It's a real difficult thing. But I want to say thank you so much, everyone, for being really good about spoilers, because Again, this is a show that I have been adoring, and I want to be able to see it as it is, and I want to be able to go through it. And for the few people out there who aren't spoilery, but are still like, well, we'll just think about it like this. What if, well, you know what her plan was, this and that, and there's possibilities, so don't cut yourself out completely yet. Don't completely lose hope. You might still be fucked. Don't get me wrong, but don't worry about it. You can dream a little more. And I'm like, thank you. Even if you're just doing it to calm me down, it does make me feel a little better. Anyway, so we're probably going to get started here in just a sec. I want to quickly run through some stuff on the channel. It's barely anything, but we're going to quickly run into that. Quickly? What the fuck? We're going to quickly run into that, and then... Again, I'm going to see, I might do 2 episodes this week. If we do, I suppose probably the best timing for it would be like Tuesday as per normal, and then maybe Thursday? I don't know, maybe, we'll see. But yeah, fuck. Real quickly before we get started, as I mentioned stuff on the channel, fucking Michiru poster, great, fantastic, we love it, it's awesome. Also, well, again, I am pretty much avoiding anything Steins Gate related, like the fucking plague, because of the plague? The plague. Point is, I think I was trying to go for like the plague, boss, the plane, and then I realized I should probably actually say the rest of the joke, or the reference doesn't make any sense. Anyway, yeah, so I've pretty much been avoiding it all like the fucking plague. That being said, I am aware of a Suzu figure As far as I know, it's the only one there. I couldn't find any other ones. And thankfully, no spoilers or anything there from what I could tell. But I would say is be very, very surprised if you don't see Homegirl on her bike chilling in the background by the end of this by the end of this one. But not by the end of fucking Steins Gate 0, then something's seriously fucking wrong. Also, other things, Psychono should be finishing this week or next week. Again, I'm still not 100% sure how I'm going to do it. Again, the OVA thing is just, I'm trying to decide whether or not I just do them both at the same time, or if I... What the fuck? I'm gonna sneeze. Suzu, more like Sneeza. Oh my god, if she was all like sneezy and adorable. Oh, now she's got to come back to life just so I can see that. Anyway. But yeah, so what the fuck was I talking about? Psychono is going to be ending, which means Hyoka will be starting here on the channel very, 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 very shortly. So get excited for that. If you guys haven't checked out our Maiden Abyss yet, I'm fucking enjoying the hell out of it. It's really great so far. I'm really enjoying it, even if it's just me losing my mind over Rico about 97% of the time. It's real bad. I don't know if we're quite Suzuha levels yet. And definitely not like Mitru or Ichigo levels yet, but we're fucking getting there, and it's 2 episodes in, which is dangerous. But yeah, no, there's that. What else do we have to fucking talk about? I think that's pretty much it. We should be starting Mitru's Written Grisaya this week. I know I said that last week, but fuck if I know what I'm talking about. Like, actually, no, it'll be in 12 years from now, good sir. Yeah, there's that. Still not 100% sure what I'm going to do, sub and dub, for Hyoka. I think that poll is either... I still haven't checked to see if the poll ended yet. Never mind. I just talked about that in a video ago. I thought that was like, yesterday. I didn't know. It was, I just got done recording a video where I said this thing, so that's not that big a fucking thing. Anyway. Shit. So sorry about this intro, guys. There will definitely have been a timestamp. But yes, there's that. I think that's pretty much it, though, that I really wanted to get out. Steins Gate as a whole. Again, I've talked about how I'm not 100% sure how to handle the division. Do I do the fucking watch the show up to the where this go with the way with the movie, or go with the other way, and then do, because I still don't know how the fuck it works. Again, that's fine. I'm not supposed to yet, but we'll figure that out later. The point is, I want to talk about make sure you guys are aware how we handle second seasons and stuff on this channel-y do. Especially since we're finishing up Psychono, which also has season 2. Figure it's worth talking about, and Monogatari will be the other big series that just will never fucking end on the channel. But yeah, no, so I've talked about it in other stuff, but once we finish Steins Gate here, we are going to basically we're gonna take a break. There will be at least a show's worth, at least like a single core show's worth, some 12, 13 episodes worth of a break. We're going to watch something between now and then after that point, instead of just jumping into that, obviously, we're going to do that break thing that I was talking about. But then after that point, Steins Gate 0 will be added to whatever the next poll will be after that point. And after that, it'll have a chance to get voted on. If people really want to see it and it gets voted enough, then awesome, sweet. We'll be jumping into that just right after that one, season series core break. You know what I'm saying? But if it doesn't, then we will take another little break. And at that point, after we've had about 2 cores worth, I always say cores, but I also I'm a core. I work at a bar, so every time I say core, I'm like, oh, like the beers. But once we get to that point, I will just commit to watching Steins Gate 0. We won't have to do a poll for it at that point, because especially with how much I've loved this one, there's no fucking way. You can't fucking stop me. It's been since, again, I've heard lots of good things. There's been one or two people who have been like, I don't like it, it's the worst. And I'm like, what the you are in a minority here, sir. Yeah. So I've heard tons of good things, so I'm definitely going to end up checking it out. And I just don't want to see it. I want to see more of these people. Especially if fucking Suzu's in it. God damn it. I need that in my life. I don't know. I'm scared. Anyway, I wanted to make sure that was out there, so people knew what was up. It's not like we'll be immediately jumping into anything like that. As for like the movie, though, again, that will probably be much quicker for us to jump into than say Steins Gate 0 would be. Oh my god, you know what I'm saying? Again, I don't know. It's wonky because this series ends the way it does. It'll make much more sense to me, I'm sure, once we get there. But for now, it's just a fucking mind fuck. Like, this shouldn't be that complicated. It goes one of two ways. The fuck am I doing with it? Because I want to see both. That's the problem. That's the issue here. Anyway, until then, though, we'll just move on. Anyway, this is not in fact a 20-minute intro, but almost a 30-minute one. So that's literally, it's a longer intro than the episode we're about to watch. So, thank you, everyone, for who stuck through that. Number one, you're an animal. Number two, you're also my favorite people on the planet. Everyone who skipped, how dare you? How dare you not waste 26 minutes listening to me go like, I love Suzu. I think at this point, it's a struggle. I'm considering putting her above Neptune. That's where we are in the best girl thing. Totally. Like, that's ridiculous. That's like almost top 5 of all time. That's wild. I think Weiss at this point just barely beats her out and makes me not pop her up there. But that's dangerous. I don't know. I still got more show to go. We'll find out and see if anything happens. But until then, she's amazing. And the worst part, too, is I can't even add her to the list on any list yet. Because I'm avoiding Steins Gate like the fucking plague. Anyway, we're going to jump into this. Finally. Fucking Christ. In 3, 2, 1. You ready for this? Damn right you are. I cannot tell you how happy I am. I have that poster. I literally have noted. I've caught myself doing it 3 times now. Every time I walk through the fucking door, I give her a boop on the nose. I don't know why I do it. I just fucking do it. It's a compulsion. I love it. 3, 2, 1. I need to get a Suzu poster is what I'm learning here today. Shit. What the fuck's up, dude? And again, like I mentioned, it's like, again, I love Mayuri, but maybe it's all for naught anyway, and I don't have anything to worry about on that front. I was like, well, like I said in the last one, it's like, I want Mayuri to be saved. I want her to be... That just fucked with my heart a lot. Just seeing her there. Anyway, I have a problem, apparently. But, you know, because like, I want her to be okay, but I don't want to trade anyone for her. And I definitely don't want to trade fucking my girl for her. Like, that's... Again... Hi, Ruka. Fuck you. I'd forgotten about all that bullshit for the most part, and now just you back again and fucking shit up. I don't know what anything is anymore, man. I really do want to just burn through a lot of the show, though. And there's also one problem. It's a problem because I don't want to just get rid of it either. I want to fucking see more of it. Because I'm loving it so fucking much, even though I fucking hate it. It's so fucking good, though. I'm so mad it took me so long to get into this. I'm so glad that I'm here sharing it with you guys. Even if it means I'm like fucking crybaby, but yeah, man. Yeah. And shit is not getting better. That's right. Like, Faris in particular was huge. Like, it completely fucking changed into all of, like, Akihabara and shit, so. Like, that's a big one. And there's Ruka being a fucking lady. Oh, you're fucking such a sweetheart, man. Again, I can't express this enough. I've been going ape shit over Suzu, but Kurisu's such a fucking sweetheart, and I love her to death. Notice that happens a lot, actually. So you two you work really well together, and then be Faris, yeah. And again, and yeah, no, it did occur to me because someone mentioned it too, is him going back here is now no one but him knows about Daru and Suzu, which is fucking depressing. That was the sweetest fucking thing I've ever seen. I'm gonna cry now just thinking about it. Like, it was just such a fucking sweet. Right, again, I'm assuming a thing involving her, was it like her dad or something, right? Yeah? Oh, shit. What is up? The fuck? This was also, I was also talking about this is like, the first show since Frank's I've really wanted to just binge through. It's also the first show since Frank's I've wanted to completely just rewatch again before I've even finished it. Just like to make sure I was getting shit back. I don't know. So it's very possible within the next week or two that I just rewatch everything up until this point again, just because I really do want to see it again. Not everything I want to see. Some of it can fuck off and die, but you get what I'm trying to say. No, he may not be a ninja, but he's a fucking mad scientist. Don't mess with him, man. Makes things more complicated. So many hand grabs. Oh, you... Unless you had to trade it for something. Yeah. I don't think you purposefully tried to get rid of it. It's more that you tried to get something back. And it just happened to end up that way. Bunch of punk douchebags. this fucking douchebag still yelling in the fucking phone? Fucking bitch. And again, this fucking feeds into that idea of trading lives thing again, and it's just fucking frustrating. No. Yeah, fucking, I'm talking about uncertainty. Jesus Christ. Poor fucker. Man, it's fucking time travel Jesus. No. A little bit. I'm fucking sorry. Every time I ever joked about fucking Faris. Jesus. I'm not a fucking fan of my eye twitching like that. So I'm sorry that I'm not super talkative this episode. Right, the fact that you managed to get some back somehow. Oh. She's kind of a fucking sweetheart. It takes a hell of a lot of strength to give something like that up. She's got a... He does do that a lot, doesn't he? Yeah, what's outside look like? Hey, that looks a little bit more like what that one place I really would like to go to someday looks like. Fuck. I'm sorry that this was a super quiet one for me. Again, admittedly, I fucking talked for fucking forever in the intro. But, yeah. At least I didn't cry this time. My face really fucking wanted to, apparently, because it's still fucking twitch. Shit. Oh. I fucking feel real bad for Faris, though, man. Again, it's that... You don't want to trade anyone for anyone, but... I guess the hope you have to have at that point is, well, at least she got to have that extra time. Even if maybe she doesn't remember it or not. At least she was able to have that time in a life. I don't know. It's one of those things you got to try and have as much positivity about... Positivity? Why did I say it like that? I have to have that as much positivity as you can about the whole thing. But I just remember it. I don't like watching this part. Stop. No. I don't like it. Fucking upsetting. Yeah. I don't know, man. Again, this is the difficult thing about this kind of shows. It's one of those ways that when you're writing something, you can really fuck with people. Is you start off showing the best of people. You can start off showing them. I feel fucking weak all over my body right now. It's real bad. It's real bad. I'm not even like tired. It's just everything's like that in me at the moment. But like, you know, again, it's one of those ones where you're starting off very optimistic and hopeful, and they have the best moments with these people and their lives, and they're good, and then things start to go wrong, and it's because you had those moments in the beginning that those moments later on that are fucking unpleasant, as she put it, really, you start to feel them and they start to take their effect. It's one of those, again, it's a real good way to handle your story. You're an asshole for for if you do it, but because you care about them so much, because you have that time to fall in love with them the way you do, so that when things do start going wrong, you fucking really feel it. Yeah, shit. Oh, I just don't feel good. I feel upset. Like, I'm not actually crying. I feel about everything. Getting Anohana vibes is what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Again, not because the show's too similar, just because I've talked about it a billion times in that series. It wasn't a show that always made me weep, but it was one of those ones just gave me a feeling of through the whole thing. I kind of have that at the moment too. Damn it. Anyway, I think I have talked plenty the fuck enough in this one, even though I said almost nothing in the actual video. I hope that doesn't bother anyone too much. Again, it's just one of those things. Just the kind of person I am. I don't know, man. Again, it seems, at least people seem to be fairly understanding of my weirdness and whatnot, so I'm glad the people who are enjoying it are enjoying as much as they do. Also, something I forgot to mention it in the Made in Abyss and Sorority Children stuff. Fuck. But it is something that I have been doing with those two and with this, is from this point on, anytime I'm doing a show in dub, I'm going to have it in the title, just because it seemed like there was a bit of confusion in the last episode about the status of the show. Because, I mean, I talk about it every once in a while, obviously. I'm like, fucking Jeremy Lewis is great. J. Michael Tatum's a shit. Like, I'll do that kind of thing. But, I don't know. Some people, I don't know if they always know. So, from this point on, especially since I did ask around in the Discord, only one person answered me. So, that only does so much. Why are my rings in my pocket? What the fuck? Right there. My hands, though. But like I was talking in there and I was like, hey, do you think is that something that would help you, or is that something you ever look for? It's like if it says sub or dub in the title and whatnot. So, and one of them, the one person who did answer was like, yeah, I mean, that kind of thing can be nice. So in the future, anytime I'm ever doing a show or something or a movie or anything like that, it's going to say if I'm doing the dub in the title so that everyone knows going in. Again, people have been very supportive of my choices. They're really like, there are people who are like, I do prefer the sub in like Made in Abyss or Sorority Children and whatnot, but no one's ever like, oh, I can't believe you did that. They were just like, oh, okay, you're doing the dub. That's fine. We got subs. That's all. It's all good. We'll watch whatever the fuck we want to watch. Because, yeah. So, I don't know. It's just one thing. I wanted to be there just if it helps anyone out. But if it doesn't, well, hopefully it just doesn't hinder anything. If it does, that's fucking weird, because it'd be really weird if that small a change hindered something. But then again, I don't know. People change in the future with fucking text messages, so I don't know what the fuck. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna call it here. I want to say thank you guys again for watching. If you guys enjoyed, give it some love. Again, I don't know if we're going to do extra episodes. I think I might be running out of time for tonight. But if I can, I might even get another one done up this week. But we'll see. It really depends on what my time's looking like. Again, that's the biggest thing is I'd love to get into doing multiple episodes of something like this. But really it comes down to a time sort of thing. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, give us some love. If you guys didn't, well, fuck me then. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Bye, guys. There's like 2 little quick scenes of Suzu in there, too. Just like flashes of shit I've already seen, and it fucked with me. I didn't like it. Don't do that. Don't do it to me, though. And then, again, fucking Faris, like, again, I gave her a lot of shit because she was always just my least favorite. And then Mocha blew that shit out the fucking ocean. But she's kind of a sweetheart. That was a really good episode for her. I mean, good as in like a character thing. I don't know about necessarily good as in like for her specifically. It was, I don't know. It sounded like it was probably a bit of a harsh one. Fuck. Anyway, bye guys. Thank you for putting up with my bullshit. Anyway.